Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hall on a give up the middle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You look at this Bronco defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. The give is to McLaughlin. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that throw is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Wilson's got it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 88. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers going to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Mike Williams is a big receiver, used to making big plays. And the Jets, they pounced on the opportunity to add him this offseason, despite the fact he's coming off of an injury-shortened season. But make no mistake about it, when healthy, he's the type of big-bodied weapon who can take this star-studded offense to a whole other level.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And running with power here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Williams. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have retaken a third quarter lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. Out to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, here's Nix. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw is Nix. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down, Broncos. Off the play fake. Nix. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's McLaughlin. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, here's Nix.
He'll buy some time right.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation, complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Carry from McLaughlin.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Rodgers.
That's caught by Wilson.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Now Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Tony. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
To throw is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This completes a Corley.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough